Hello and welcome back to another book review with your friend Patrick. I make these book reviews for you so that you have an insight, an idea about your potential next book that you might want to read. Because we all know that self-education is more important than formal education, because self-education is what allows you to create your dream life, the dream lifestyle that you always wanted, and that you and every single one of us 100% deserves. And one of the most important book, in my opinion, is what I'm going to discuss today. It is called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. I think it is one of the essential building blocks to create happiness and to create success for your life. Now, the book is separated into two areas. The first one is how the slight edge works, and the second one is living the slight edge. Every chapter starts off with a quotation, which is always amazing, and the theme of the quotation is going to be the theme of the chapter. At the end of the chapter, we have personal stories from people who read the book, applied the principles, and created happiness and success in their life. And we also have a quick summary with essential points from the chapter. So the build-up of the chapters are also great, in my opinion. It is a very easy read, and I can only highly suggest everyone that wants to create their dream life. This is really, really one of my favorite books now, and it is a very, very important book and concept to understand. Now let's jump right into it. First of all, the whole theme of the book is basically based on a simple but tricky question. Would you rather choose $1 million, or would you rather choose one penny doubled every day for 1 month? Okay, if you want to think more deeply about the question, you might want to pause really quick and have a thought. If not, then I'm going to share insight about this now. Okay, like I said, it is a tricky question, because if you think about it quickly, you might think that the $1 million will be worth obviously more, because no one can really imagine a penny doubling will be adding up to so much money in the end, or so much worth. But it actually is a lot more, but not really much happens until the end of the month. 28th day, around that day, you will be break even with the millions, just surpassing it, and then the last 2 days it will double, and it will really amount to around 5 to 10 times even more than the $1 million. So the penny doubling is a lot more worth. And why is that? Because of the compound interest, the compound effect. And this is also what this book is about. And the force behind the compound effect is the slight edge. And that's why this book is so important, and the concept is so important to understand. Now, how does the slight edge work? Nothing ever stays the same. It is so important to understand that we are in a fast progressing, fast growing era that we are living right now. Technology is never standing still, always progressing and moving very, very fast. But the choices that you take on a daily basis, they will determine your directions. You might think the choices, even the smallest choices that you make today, won't have an effect. Yeah, they might not have an immediate effect, but they definitely have an effect in the future. Because in turn, where you are right now today is the sum of the choices that you made in the past. Okay, so that's why the choices that you make are so significant. And that's why it's so important that you do the daily disciplines every single day. That small daily disciplines that are easy and simple to do, they compound over time, and they determine if you're going to become successful or if you're going to become a failure. And what is the key ingredient behind that is your philosophy. Okay, because your philosophy will determine your thinking, will determine your actions, will determine your results. And if your philosophy is that you are thinking, okay, if I don't do my sit-ups today, or if I don't do this little action today, then yes, of course, it won't kill you, so to speak, but it will compound over time. And the compound effect is working 24/7, every day of the week, every day of the month, 365 days of the year for your whole life. So either it is working for you or it is working against you. And if I ask you, I'm sure you're saying you want it to work for you. Okay, so that's why it's so important to keep doing those small little daily disciplines, daily actions that will get you the result that you want. And it's also important, your philosophy, because it is important that you act upon what you know. Okay, so for example, yes, you know that McDonald's or fast food is bad food. Okay, again, it won't kill you if you eat it once in a month. Okay, but if you eat it once in a month for 50 years, it will add up, and then your arteries are clogging, and then you might have a heart attack or whatever. Yeah, these stories are all out there. Okay, so that's why it's important. Those choices are so important. Okay, now the other question is, why are only 5% of the world's population are doing those little daily disciplines? Why do they understand the slight edge and the compound effect? And why, unfortunately, 95% don't understand it? And that's because there are three simple reasons. And the first one is, those simple daily actions are easy to do, but they are also easy not to do. And the problem is, those 95% of the population, those unsuccessful people, they are choosing the path of least resistance. Yeah, because they are thinking the path of least resistance is what's best for them right now. Yeah, but that's immediate gratification. Okay, but in the long term, it's not gonna be the path of the least resistance. It's gonna get very uncomfortable. So that's why it's important to step out of your comfort zone right now and do the things that you know are important to develop a genuine, comfortable life. Okay, you're gonna have to pay the price. The second one is because results are invisible. Yeah, if you have long-term goals, long-term accomplishments that you want to achieve, you're not gonna see short-term results. And that's why it's important. You have to have that long-term vision into the future. You have to act upon your philosophy. Yeah, if you wanna change your life, you have to wait to change your thing. You have to change the way you think, and that's your philosophy. Okay, because if you know that those simple daily actions are going to get you where you want to go, then you're gonna do them. Okay, but you have to know that in the short term, those results are not visible, and that's difficult for many people, because in the era that we're living right now, everything is only a click away. You can order something on Amazon by only clicking. It is just the way it is. Okay, so you have to change your thinking, and you have to develop that long-term vision. And it also seems, the third reason is that the actions that you take seem so insignificant. Okay, again, the choices that you make to do the actions that you do today, they won't have an immediate effect, but they will have a long-term effect. What you do today matters. That's very important to understand, because life is not a lottery. Okay, we have so many examples of people that actually win the lottery, but then they are broke after a year. Why is that? Because they don't have that blueprint in their mind. They don't know how to use that money in the correct way to build up their financial future. Okay, because if you want to become more, if you want to have more, you have to become more first. You have to educate yourself. You have to learn the principles of money in this example, or some other life principles first. Okay, because success is not random. Success is not a destination. Success is what you do. Okay, and when you are prepared, when you prepare yourself, which is getting uncomfortable, preparing yourself, developing your mind, doing the daily simple actions, you won't have the results immediately. Yeah, but if you are prepared, you will create those opportunities in the future. You have to have that belief. And that's why self-education is also so important, because people that have done it and that have gone where you want to go, they will tell you those little things are important. All those stories, those success stories, are based on those little actions. They will tell you there is no big secret. It's just doing the little things over and over and over. Compounding over time will reach to success. consistently, repeatedly, simple daily actions plus time will give you those inconquerable results. Yeah. First ingredient, secret ingredient, your philosophy, and second ingredient is also time. Yeah. And like success, happiness is not something that you aim for, that you arrive to. Yeah. It is something that you do. But happiness is the key to success, because if you feel good, you will do good. Okay. These are obviously different topics and different books, but if you feel good, you will do good. Okay, so if you're happy, you will do good, because you have a different energy, you have a different state of mind. It's so important. And again, compound effect, slide edge, the power of 1%. Okay, why is that so important? Yeah, 1% a day doesn't seem much. Penny doubling every day doesn't seem much, yeah, but it adds up. 1% a day over a whole year, that's 365% improvement. Okay, if on the 1st of January, you're looking to improve something, you will sign a paper that will says, okay, by the end of the year, you are 3.5 times better. Okay, 1% a day. Trying to improve, trying to get better 1% every single day over a lifetime. That's incredible. That's so much growth that success is going to happen. Okay, and the ripple effect is also something very important to understand. We as human beings, it is in our nature. One of our most important desires is that we matter, that our life matters, and that we want to impact other people. And that's the ripple effect. If you do those simple daily actions, if you are positive and people see you changing, that's contagious. People will start asking you, what are you doing? Why are you so happy? How have you done this? And the ripple effect, you will, with your actions, you will affect other people, and more and more and more. It's the same thing if you throw a stone into the water. Yeah, the ripples, the circles that are creating, it's growing, it's growing, it's going further and further. Okay, same thing here. And you have that little picture. That's actually a very interesting picture at the bottom here. It says success, survival, and failure. Yeah. Usually the problem is that people, or we as humans, we only start changing something or getting uncomfortable if something hurts or we feel pain. Okay, if we go to the doctor and they diagnose a disease or diabetes, and they say the only thing you can do to make your life better again, or to cure it, is to exercise 2 to 3 hours a day. Guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna start exercising 2 to 3 hours a day. But why weren't you able to do it before? Mindset. Okay, so, and this picture actually describes it well. Yeah, so when we are at the when we are failing or we're not satisfied and something happens, we're gonna do those little daily actions until we get better. Yeah, but that getting better is maybe the survival. Okay, where we're feeling comfortable again. Okay, this is fine now, I'm good, and then we stop doing those little actions that got us from failure to survival. But those little actions that get us from failure to survival are the same little actions that will get us from survival to success. But again, we have to keep stepping outside of our comfort zone in order to go then from survival to success. And most people, they're unfortunately just going between failure and survival. Okay, they're feeling good again, it gets worse. They start doing the actions, it gets good again, comfortable, getting worse, and so on. They stop doing the little things that got them there. Okay, now the second part of the book, also very interesting, is living the slide edge. So again, like I said, life is not a straight line. Okay, there is no straight line. It's a curved construction. Time is its builder, and the choices that you make are the master architect of your life. Okay, everything is based on your choices that you make over time. You build the life that you want. Okay, but it will go up and down and up and down. It won't ever be only positive, or it won't ever be only negative. In the financial market, if you look at it, whatever comes up comes down, whatever is down will come up. Okay, same with your life. There are up and downs, yeah, but if you do the right choices on an everyday basis, you will be the master architect to your life. But again, it is your philosophy and it is time. Everything is only built over time. Okay, now blame versus responsibility. That's quite interesting because that's a simple mindset, yeah. But if you are in the state of mind that whenever something goes wrong, you're starting to blame other people, you're starting to blame external circumstances, that is a failure mindset. Okay, because when you blame something, you admit to yourself that you didn't have the power over it in the first place. Okay, versus if you're taking responsibility, which is the success mindset, it doesn't matter what happens, and it doesn't matter how curious is, how strange it is. But if you take responsibility, that means that you are in power, that you have the power, or that you are in control of your life if you take responsibility. Because then you can learn from that, and next time you will do it better. Okay, so another point that is very important, that there's a certain point in your life where you're at right now, and there's a certain point in your life where you want to be, your dreams, your wishes. Okay, that's what you're working to, and there's a little gap. Okay, but you only close that gap through the principles that are outlined in the slide edge, through the compound effect. And the expression is very simple but very powerful. You have to let go of who you are to get where you want to be. Okay, so in order to get where you want to go, you have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to let go of who you are right now, because the person you are right now, is not going to be the same person that's going to reach that success, that's going to reach where you want to go. And you have to improve, you have to educate, you have to develop skills, you have to learn, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so that's why it's very important to let go of who you are right now so you can change. Versus if you hang on to who you are right now, you will give up where you want to go. Okay, that's a choice that you have to make. Okay, but if you are choosing that you let go and you want to go where you want to be, then you have to start making those smarter choices on a daily basis. And again, you won't see the results. It's all over time. Time is like water. Okay, very important. Time is like water. It gives life to everything, but most people don't know where to get it. Okay, the little daily actions. Okay. And again, back to the philosophy, your thoughts either undermine your success or they support your success. And that goes back to the philosophy. And why is that? Because the subconscious mind takes care of everything. The subconscious mind is basically what determines your life. So if you have the right philosophy, if you have the right belief system, you're going to have the right thoughts, positive, supporting, you're going to grow and you're going to build that success. But if the philosophy and your belief system is wrong or negative, then it will be very hard. You're sabotaging yourself. And that's why self-education, self-development, personal development, however you want to call it, doing something every day to grow your mindset is very important, because that trains you how to think and what you should think. Because those things are not taught in school. They're usually not taught by your parents or by other people of authority to you. That's what you have to do on your own. That's the price you're going to have to pay on your own. And then towards the end of the book, you have a 3-step process to reach your dream life, your dreams, okay, by explaining you and helping you how to set goals. And this is in all different kind of areas like health, happiness, relationships, personal development, finances, career, and how to have a positive impact on the world. There's a little kind of workbook you can put in your goals. It will help you build up the goals the right way. Okay, so because many people also have no idea where to start. Okay, but that's the important part. Again, the penny doubling. Yeah, but you have to start with that penny. It's the same thing here with the goals. Yeah, you have to start with something. Write something down, make a plan, and that's it. But remember, it's about the progress. Okay, because the plan that you start with now won't ever be the same plan that you finish with. Okay, you will always modify it, change it, adapt it, because you learn, you grow every single day. And this picture at the bottom summarizes it quite nicely as well. Yeah, that's the life curve that everyone has. It's either going up or it's going down, and that depends on your philosophy, your attitude, your actions, your results. They will determine your lifestyle in these areas: finance, health, business, personal development, relationships, career, and so on and so forth. Okay, and we've talked about all these things. Yeah, the success curve, yeah, it will, both of them, you will see it takes time. Not many results are seen, but then it's going exponentially. Okay, exponential curve. Yeah, and it's going either to the success direction or it's going to the failure direction. Okay, but the failure direction and the regret of not doing it, that will last and haunt you for the rest of your life. Okay, and those simple disciplines consistently applied over time, they are easy to do, but again, remember, they're also easy not to do. Okay, it's your choice. Yeah, and what's uncomfortable early will become comfortable later. But if you're not willing to be uncomfortable right now and you want to be comfortable right now, then it will become uncomfortable later on. That's just the way it is. Okay, so make the right choices, make the right daily actions, and you will, and believe in yourself, because everyone can become successful. You got it in yourself 100%. Yeah, it's just those little small actions. And if you ask successful people, if you ask the billionaires, the top CEOs, the top businessmen, the top athletes in the world, yeah, they will tell you that there is no overnight success. Okay, it takes time. Yeah, time is that what gives life to everything. Time and your philosophy, the slide edge, is the force behind the compound effect. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got value from this, and I can only highly recommend you read through this book or get it as an Audible, whatever source you want to use, but get it. It is one of the best books, definitely one of my favorites. I'm really grateful for you taking the time. This was a bit longer, but it is a very important book. I hope you and your families are doing well. I hope you're having a great time, a great day. Thank you very much. And until next time, never give up.